Hello friends, welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World, and happy Monday evening. This is Monday Night Baseball, bringing you a game that we have not used on Monday Night Baseball yet. It's called Playball Baseball, produced by Greg Sovan, and it is available for free at the website that I have linked in the description for this video. If you want to try out this game, these cards, I'm using the franchise All-Star set, which is available for free for you to try out the game. I like it a lot. Play ball is great, and we're going to show you a showcase on another couple of teams tonight. We are doing, with Playball Baseball, we are doing a one-and-done franchise All-Star tournament. And I have a very scientific way of determining the matchups. I reach into the box where I have all the teams and I pull out two. The first team I pull out is the home team. The second team I pull out is the visiting team. Science. Okay, so the teams tonight are now these are modern versions. The card set has all teams or versions of franchises, old and new, and in between for some of them. So these are a couple of new versions of these franchise all-star teams. The last, I don't know, going back to the 60s, I guess, from the present to the 1960s. It's the Minnesota Twins at the Detroit Tigers. I have thought about lineups. I'm still not satisfied with either team's lineup. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have thought about opposing pitchers. Anyway, I settled on Frank Viola for the Minnesota Twins and Denny McLain for the Detroit Tigers. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some play ball baseball. For the visiting Minnesota Twins, Rod Carew will lead off and play second base. Joe Mauer will bat second and do the catching. Kirby Puckett will bat third and play center field. Harmon Killebrew will bat fourth and play left field. And this one I struggled with, but you'll see why I did it in a few minutes. So Killer is in left. Kent Herbeck will bat fifth. He's at first base. Getting his bat in the lineup is one of the reasons I put Killer in left. Justin Morneau is batting sixth. Sixth. He'll be the DH. He's the other reason I put Killebrew in left field. Tony Oliva's batting seventh. He'll play right field. Gary Gaetti is hitting eighth. He'll play third. And Roy Smalley will bat ninth and do the shortstopping. There's your lineup that Denny McLain will face. Now, for the homestanding Tigers, Tony Phillips will lead off in left field. Alan Trammell will bat second at shortstop. Al Kaline will bat third and right field. Miguel Cabrera will bat fourth. He'll play first base. Cecil Fielder will bat fifth. He'll be the DH. Kirk Gibson. I struggled with this too, but I put him in the lineup, batting sixth against the left-hander in center field. Bill Freehan will bat seventh. He'll do the catching. Travis Fryman will bat eighth. He'll play third base. And Lou Whitaker, who should never bat ninth in any order he's ever in, is batting ninth in this order and playing second base. Alrighty, so there we are with your starting lineups. It's Viola against McLain, and the team that loses is out of the tournament. I have one of these already on my channel. I have a playlist for Play Ball Baseball that you can check out on my channel. The first game was, I don't remember. That's bad. But Let me look. Maybe I've got it here. Maybe. No. Maybe I got it over here. Yes, I do. It was the Expo. The Phillies at the Expos was the first game of the tournament. You can check it out on my channel. I won't spoil it for you. We use D8s with Playball baseball. The red die is the tens digit. The white die is the ones digit. All right, so here we go. Rod Carew against Denny McLain. And we're underway. It's an 18. And against a right-hander, it's a single to left field. And Denny McLain, sure enough, is a right-handed pitcher. So the Twins have a good start to this one. Here comes Mauer. The pitch from Denny to Mauer is a 77. That is hit to left field. That's Tony Phillips. Tony Phillips' range is a 4. Which, I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. I'll show that to you again because I pulled it away too fast. Range rating in left field is a 4 for Phillips. So we add the 4 to the 6, and if it's a 9 or better, then the event happens. It's a single to left. Mauer takes McLain the other way, and that will drop for a base hit. Now, you're saying to yourself, Kurt, wait a minute. What happens to Rod Carew? Well, there's a good question. We have a chart for that, and a single to left with the runner option to advance at risk. So Rod Carew, Mauer hits a base hit to left field. Tony Phillips picks it up, and now we can run at risk. Now, normally, it would be tempting to do so because Carew is an F exclamation mark runner. What does that mean, Kurt? Well, what it means is that when you run at risk, you're a safe 1 to 5. With 2 outs, you're safe 1 to 7. Now we have to factor in Tony Phillips' arm. Tony Phillips' arm is average, so it doesn't impact. His outfield arm is average, so it doesn't impact the play, so there's no adjustment there. We would roll a 1 to 5. He'd be safe. 6, 7, or 8, he'd be out, but the 8 would be a possible error. But with nobody out in the top of the first inning, we're putting the brakes on Carew at second base on a single to left, and so there's 2 on with nobody out. McLain already has difficulty. So Denny the stretch and the delivery to Puckett is a 21. That is an SI. All right, so an SI is hang on, the chart. SI is a single to the infield. The bases are loaded. So we have the bases dripping with Twins with nobody out in the top of the first. Now it's Killebrew. So the Tiger infield is going to play at double play depth and try and turn one on the killer. McLain the stretch, and the delivery to Killebrew is to center and deep. This is Gibson on his horse, and it's gone. A first inning granny for Harmon Killebrew off Denny McLain. That will quiet the Tiger crowd, and it's going to get the bullpen cooking for Detroit as Max Scherzer starts to throw. But the Twins have 4, and there isn't even an out recorded in the ball game. Now it's Herbeck. 47. Hit by pitch 6. We add that to McLain's hit by pitch, and it's not, because his hit by pitch number is a 1. We add that to Herbeck 6, and we get nothing. So it's tapped out in front of the plate. Pouncing on it is Freehand. He fires to Cabrera, and we have at long last that first out in the first inning. So now it'll be Morneau McLain winds and delivers. That's an 18. He walked him. The difficulties continue. Sparky Anderson pacing in the Tiger dugout. Oliva, McLain the stretch, and the pitch to Oliva's is 61. That's a Q. Now, of course, that takes us back to really, really difficult to understand episodes of Star Trek. And for Q, we go to the out chart. It is a... Okay, is he a fly ball pitcher? He is a fly ball pitcher. So this is hit to left. Under it is Tony Phillips, and he's going to put it away for out number 2. And holding at first is Morneau. Gaetti comes to the plate. McLain the stretch, and the delivery is a 46, and hey, struck him out. Denny pounds his glove with his fist in frustration. He gets out of the first inning, but the Twins score 4. And we go to the bottom of the first, and the Tigers have a mountain to climb against Frank Viola. So we're going to move our camera a little bit. There we go. So we're in the bottom of the first. It's Phillips against Viola. Tiger Stadium. Single to right, 6. We add that to Viola's hit number, and it is a 9. So that means the event happens, and it's a base hit for Phillips. A 4-0 lead means the running game is pretty much out the window. Here's Trammell against Viola, 83, E6 chance. So we're going to take our D8 and we're going to add that to Roy Smalley's error rating. Smalley's error rating is a 2. And he's going to make that play. So it's going to be grounded to Smalley. Smalley goes to Carew for 1. The relay to Herbeck is not in time. So Phillips is retired 6-4 in the fielder's choice. Trammell takes his place at first base, and now it's going to be Mr. Tiger Al Kaline. Viola the stretch, and the delivery is a 66. It's a walk check for a 6, plus Viola's walk number, which is a 2. That gets us to 8. That's less than 9. And because it is, we look here, and that's hit in the air to center field. Under it is Kirby Puckett for out number 2. And now Miguel Cabrera. With 2 outs and Trammell still planted at first base. Viola the stretch and the delivery, that's a 58. Strikeout 8, plus Viola's 5. Hey, struck him out, and that's going to end the first inning. We've played 1 complete. It's 4-0 Twins. I don't know. Who would you say would be favored in this game? I don't know. I might have said the Tigers before the game started, but of course the Twins put a 4 spot on Denny in the first inning, so who knows. Smalley, Carew, and Mauer in the second. Pitch from McLain is a 57. That's a K7. Plus McLain's 3 makes 10, and that's going to be a K. Second strikeout for McLain. Maybe he's righting the ship now after the first inning damage. Top of the order now with Carew. McLain winds and delivers in 81. So that is a right field check. But first, we have to see if a strikeout happened. So, to do that, we add the K1 to McLain's strikeout number, which is only a 3, so that's not going to happen. So now we see if it's a single to right, 5, and we add the 5 to Al Kaline's range rating. Al Kaline's range in right field is a 3. You can see that right there. So Kaline, we add the 3 to the 5, and Kaline catches Carew's drive before it hits the ground, and there's 2 outs. Now it's Mauer. Mauer's 1 for 1. The pitch from McLain is an 87. Ballpark check. All right. Now, for the ballpark check, we have to look at the ballpark. That's how they name stuff. For our ballpark check, we take the way the batter bats, and this is Mauer, so he's a left-handed batter. We're going to roll a D8, and that's an 8, and that's an oops. Now, an oops means that the ball has drifted out of play, and so we re-roll. So Mauer's back in there with 2 outs and nobody on. McLain's pitch to him is a 32. Single to center 2, we add McLain's hit number. It's a 4, that's a 6. And so that will not be a single to center. We look at our out chart for 32, and it's cut off by Alan Trammell heading up the middle. He plants, he throws to Cabrera, and that will retire the Twins 1-2-3 in inning number 2. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's Twins 4, Tigers nothing. Viola, who had a nice start to the ball game in the first, gets to try it again in inning number 2 against fielder Gibson and Freehand. Righty, lefty, righty. The pitch from Viola is a 57. It's a strikeout 7. We add that to his 5, and hey, struck him out. 1 down in the second as fielder goes down swinging. Now it's Gibson. Viola winds and deals a 56. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone in the second. And with 2 outs and nobody aboard, it's Freehand. Viola's winds and deals a single to left 5. And this is where the killer comes into play. Killebrew's range in left field is a 6. We add the 5 to the 6. We get an 11, and that's going to drop for Freehand. A base hit. So you can see where Twins manager Tom Kelly would want to get the killer out of left field as soon as possible. Viola, the stretch, and the delivery to Fryman is a 62. It's a walk check. We add the 5 to the 2. That's a 7. That's less than 9. And so we look at the out chart. Fryman lifts it in the air to left field, and Killebrew is in his tracks. Going to make that catch, and that will retire the Tigers in the second. So we go to the third with the score. Twins 4, Tigers nothing. And the meat of the Twins' order is coming up in the third. Puckett, Killebrew, and Herbeck. Kind of a Minnesota murderer's row if you're into M alliteration. The pitch to Kirby is a base hit to right field. Here comes Killebrew. McLain the stretch and the pitch to the killer. 54 K4. We add 3, that's a 7, so that's not going to be a strikeout. Ground ball hit to Trammell. He charges hard, he makes the throw, he retires Killebrew with a throw to Cabrera as Puckett moves to second base. 1 out in the third. Now it's Herbeck with first base open. Morneau is on deck. McLain the stretch and the delivery is a 15. This is hit to center and deep. Gonna be trouble, and everybody's gonna score. Kirk Gibson runs it down. Puckett scores easily from second. Would have scored from first. Herbeck takes second on the double. It's 5-0 Twins. And Scherzer's up again. Sparky not happy in the dugout. Morneau at the plate. First base open. The pitch from McLain is a 74. That's popped into short right field. We check Whitaker's range, and that is a 3. And sure enough, Lou gets there, and it's a P4 on your scorecard as Herbeck has to hold. 2 down now for Tony Oliva. First base still open. 1 in, 5-0 Twins. McLain the stretch. And the delivery is an 18. That's a base hit to center field. Dropping in front of Kirk Gibson. And 18 is an SC. The SC is a single to center, runner option to advance at risk. Twins are going to push it here, even with Herbie rounding third, as only he could. So we have a slow runner. Now we check Gibson's arm. And I have a feeling I know what that is. Oh, no, it's average. All right, so there's no impact on the play. It's an A, average arm in center field. So now we look and see what Herbie looks like coming home. So he's slow, he's safe 1-2, but there's 2 outs. So with 2 outs, he goes to 1-4. So he's got a 50-50 chance of making it. Gibson is throwing home to Freehand on a bounce, and they get him. Kirk Gibson throws out Kent Herbeck at the plate. That's the 3rd out in the inning. And that prevents the Twins from taking a 6-0 lead. But the damage is done. The Twins get a run on 3 hits and leave 1. After 2.5, it's 5-0 Twins in Tiger Stadium. Sparky Anderson looking for his vaping materials. Now it's Whitaker, Phillips, and Trammell in the bottom of the 3rd against Viola for Detroit. Or if you're Mike Ditka, Detroit. The pitch. 72 is a walk chance for Whitaker. We use the catcher's range as a way of framing the pitch. His range is a 6. We add that to the 8, and Whitaker draws the walk. So, good start for the Tigers in the 3rd. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Tony Phillips. Twins infield, double played up. Phillips is 1 for 1. The pitch from Viola is a 38. Single to left, 8. We add that to Viola's hit number, which is a 3, and that will be a base hit. So Whitaker is going station to station. 2 on with nobody out now, and it's Trammell. Trammell hits a long one, and the Tigers are back in it. Tigers need to play a little long ball here. Viola's pitch to Trammell, 78. Could be a double to center. Puckett on his horse. But there's a lot of center field in old Tiger Stadium. He's a 6 on the range, and that's going to get over Puckett's head. Around first comes Trammell. Now let's see what happens with the base runners. On a double to center, 1 scores. The runner on first has the option to advance at risk. An F runner on first scores automatically. So we got to check Phillips on first. Whitaker scores. It's 5-1. Phillips is an average runner. They're still down by too many to push it on the bases, so Phillips will hold at third. But Whitaker scores, and it's a 5-1 ball game. Now it's K-line. Nobody out, second and third in the bottom of the third. Viola the stretch, and the delivery to Al K-line is a 55. He's got a K5. We add that to Viola, and hey, struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Viola, and more importantly, 1 gone in the bottom of the third. Now it's Miguel Cabrera. Viola the stretch and the delivery. That's a 37. Single to center. Base hit. Now they might get adventurous. It's 5-2 Twins, and Trammell is rounding third. Yeah. And we got to check Trammell's base running. He is an F runner. So, a 37 is a single to center. Puckett has a strong arm, so let's see what that does. He's fast, but Puckett has a strong arm, so that subtracts 1. So he goes from 1 to 4 to 1 to 3. You're not going to send him. Trammell stops at third. Tigers at the corners. 5-2 Twins. Twins infield at double play depth. Now, the Twins bullpen has to start as Tom Kelly gets a little bit nervous with the service. And it's going to be Brad Radke starting to throw, and why not Jim Cott as well for lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. So, Trammell at third, Cabrera at first, 1 man out, bottom of the third. Fielder at the plate, double play depth for the infield. Viola's pitch to Fielder is an 83. Error check. That means we're looking at Carew's error number, which is a 2. All right, so no error. 2 plus 2 being 4, so it's not an error. Now we look at the chart and see what happens here. On a 83, grounder the infielder, fielder's choice, out at second if runner at first. All other runners advance 1 base. So, Carew gloves it. He goes to Smalley for 1. The relay to Herbeck is not in time. Trammell crosses the plate. There are 2 outs now, and Fielder's at first. And it's 5-3 Twins. Suddenly we have a ball game in the bottom of the third. Now it's Kirk Gibson 0 for 1. 2 outs, the pitch. Crazy 88. That's right. It's time for a rare play. So we have to check that chart. We have a runner at first. And we re-roll the D8. It's a 5. Wild pitch. F runner advances 2 bases. All others just 1. Well, we can say a lot of things about Cecil Fielder, but there's one thing we can't say, is that he's fast. So he stops at second base. Gibson's still in there. Next pitch to Kirk Gibson is a 75. Ground single to left 7, unless Smalley can get there. But Smalley is a 6. He's not getting there. It's through into left field for a base hit. But now, what do? Do we wave Cecil around third? This would get the Tigers within 1. There are 2 outs. Left fielder is Killebrew. Uh-oh, it's the theme of the day. Killebrew's arm is average, as we see right there. Fielder is gotta be slow. No, he's average. I'm wrong. They're waving him. All right, so once you get that train moving, it's tough to stop it. He's an A runner, average, safe 1 to 3, but there are 2 outs, which means he's safe 1 to 5. No adjustment for the arm. Here's the throw from Killebrew to Mauer, and they got him at the plate. The throw from the killer, throws out fielder at the plate, 7 to 2 if you're scoring at home, and if you are, oh my goodness. That means the Tigers settle for a big 3-run inning on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and they leave 1. We're going to the 4th with the score, Twins 5, Tigers 3. We got a slugfest going at Tiger Stadium. Denny McLain, his day is done. They're going to Max Scherzer to try and quell the uprising. So I'm going to do this to indicate where Scherzer comes in. McLain goes 3 innings. And it wasn't pretty. He allowed 5 runs. They're all earned. He struck out 2. He walked 1. And he is in line for the loss unless the Tigers can continue to rally. Gaetti, Smalley, and Carew at the top of the order coming up in the Twins' 4th. Scherzer winds and deals a 36. Single to right, 6. It's going to drop. And Gaetti has a leadoff single. Now it's going to be Smalley, who, of course, had 2 tours of duty with the Twins. It's a little early to bunt, so he's not going to. Scherzer, the stretch and the delivery is a 17, and he walked him. So there's 2 Twins on, and now they got to start the Tiger bullpen again. 2 on, nobody out. And they're going to go with Jim Bunning to start throwing. And joining him will be Senor Smoke Aurelio. No. Joining him will be John Hiller. Lefty-righty double-barreled action. It's Bunning and Hiller in the Tiger bullpen. So Scherzer with 2 out, with nobody on, and with nobody out and 2 men on. Carew is up. They could ask him to bunt, but no. Scherzer, the stretch, and the delivery is a 54. Strikeout 4, plus Scherzer's 8 makes a strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Now it's Mauer. Top of the 4th, 5-3 Twins. Scherzer, the stretch, the delivery, it's a 48. F8Y with runners on 1st and 2nd. That's hit to Kirk Gibson. He's going to make the catch, and the runners will hold. So 2 outs and 2 on now for Puckett. Scherzer maybe with a case of the nerves, trying to overcome those. Kirby's 2 for 2. The pitch is a 22. Hey, struck him out, and that gets Scherzer out of a rough 4th inning, but no damage done. The Twins leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-3 Minnesota over Detroit. 1 and done. Lose and you are gone. Freehand, Fryman, and Whitaker in the bottom of the 4th. Viola's pitch is a 48. Strikeout check. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for Viola. He hasn't been pretty, but he's kept his team ahead. Fryman up. Viola's pitch, 81. Could be a double to left field, but we had to check. we got to check our range rating. Because he's a dead pull hitter, so it's to left field. So we're checking Killebrew. It's a 4. Killebrew's range is a 6. It's down, and it's extra bases rattling around in the corner. Fryman around first takes a double with 1 out. Now it's Sweet Lou Whitaker. Cott and Radke back up for the Twins. Viola the stretch and the delivery to Lou. Hey, struck him out. Number 6 for Viola. And with 2 outs, now it's Phillips. He's 2 for 2. The pitch from Viola is a 53. That's a 3 plus Viola's 5 is an 8. Not enough. That will be, he is a fly ball pitcher. So that is a ground ball to second. Okay, so he's a fly ball pitcher, but he's not an extreme fly ball pitcher. So it's a fly ball to center field. Under it is Puckett, and he makes the catch for out number 3. That retires the Tigers in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's 5-3 Twins. Scherzer out for inning number 2 to face Killebrew, Herbeck, and Morneau. The killer hit a granny in the 1st. The pitch, 34. Ground ball hit to Trammell. He gloves it and throws to Cabrera for out number 1. Now it's Herbeck. 1 for 2 for Kent. The pitch from Scherzer is a 44, and that's to right and deep. Is it going to get out of here? Back to the wall goes K-line, and it's in the upper deck. Kent Herbeck just deposited one in the overhang. It is now 6-3 Twins as they get one of those Tiger runs back. Morneau up. 0 for 1. The pitch from Scherzer is a 23. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Max, and Max is cranky. Nobody wants a cranky Max Scherzer. And now it's Oliva, 1 for 2. Scherzer winds and deals a 56. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Scherzer, but the damage is done. The long ball from Kent Herbeck adds to the Twins' lead. It's 6-3. We're halfway through. Coming to the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Trammell, K-line, and Cabrera against Viola, who has had struggles of his own in this game. 6-3 Twins. Trammell 1 for 2. The pitch from Viola is a 45. Chance for a single to right against the left-hander. It's a 3, but it's not going to be a single to right. It's going to be a comebacker, gloved by Viola. He's going to turn and flip to Herbeck for out number 1. K-line up. Al is 0 for 2. 6-3 Twins. 36 is a single to right, and it's a base hit. Cabrera up 1 for 2. Twins defense, double play depth. Radke and Cott cooking for the Twins in the bullpen. The pitch, 38, single to left. Base hit, drops in front of Killebrew. K-line stops at second, playing it carefully. Now it's Fielder. Here comes Tom Kelly. He wants the ball, and he wants it right now from Frank Viola. heavyweight offenses going back and forth in this ball game. Brad Radke, the right-hander, is going to get the call to replace Viola, who could not get through the 5th inning to qualify for the win. Kalin at second, Cabrera at first, 1 out, Cecil Fielder at the plate. Sparky Anderson feeling a little better about life at the moment. Radke, the stretch and the delivery is an 18. He walked him. They're dripping with Tigers. And suddenly the fans are back in the ball game. Kirk Gibson comes to the plate. Sparky's screaming at him, he don't want to walk you, but the bases are loaded, so why would he? Radke, the stretch, the pitch to Gibby is to right and deep. This is back, upper deck, granny for Kirk Gibson, and it's 7-6 Detroit in the bottom of the 5th. This has turned from a slugfest into a classic. 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th, and Brad Radke gives up a grand salami. Yikes. Freehand gives Gibson a high five, not knowing what he just did, and steps into the batter's box. Radke winds and deals. It's an 82. First, we're looking for a strikeout. It's not a strikeout. So we're going to look at the error number on the 82. All right, so the third baseman is Gaetti. His error number is a 3. He makes the play, he fires to Herbeck, and there are 2 down. Next up is Fryman. Sparky cracks a smile in the dugout. 7-6 Tigers, the pitch. Hey, struck him out, and Radke finally quells the uprising in the 5th, but not before the Tigers get a 4 spot and take a 7-6 lead after 5 innings. Yikes. We go to the 6th. We're getting more of Max Scherzer. Gaetti, Smalley, and Carew for the Twins are on the way. Gaetti is 1 for 2. Scherzer winds and deals. A 62 is a walk check, but it's only going to be a 5, so it's not going to be a walk. The 62 is hitting the air to left. Under it is Tony Phillips, and there's 1 away. Top of the 6th, 7-6 Tigers. They got behind on a Harmon Killebrew grand slam in the 1st inning, but just caught up with a Kirk Gibson slam in the bottom of the 5th and took the lead. Scherzer winds and deals. It's a 78. Chance for a single to center. Gibson on the run. He is a 4 with his range. That's added to 2. That's a 6. And Gibby makes the catch in center field. Kirk Gibson taking over the ball game. Now it's Rod Carew. 1 for 3 for Carew. The pitch from Scherzer, 58. K8, hey, struck him out. That will retire the Twins with Max Scherzer's 5th strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers 7, Twins 6. We get a new pitcher for Minnesota. Tom Kelly can't handle Brad Radke anymore. So it's going to be Jim Cott, the left-hander, on for the Twins. So Radke's ugly line is over. And the Twins will take a lefty-lefty matchup against Sweet Lou Whitaker. Bottom of the 6th, 7-6 Tigers. Move this a little bit so we can see the scorecard. Okay, so Whitaker's up 0 for 1. The pitch to Lou. 61. Possible walk. But it's not a walk. It's hit on the ground to Roy Smalley, and there's one down. Tony Phillips is 2 for 3. He's been a pain in the neck for Tom Kelly. Cott winds and deals a 14. There's a base hit to right field, and Tony Phillips has his 3rd hit of the day. 1 out, 1 on now for Trammell. And is it bullpen time for the Twins again? Rick Aguilera and Eddie Guardado. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Tom Kelly likes it. In the Twins bullpen going now. Cott facing Trammell, 1 out, 1 on. The pitch from Kitty Cott is a 48. Strikeout 1. It's not going to be a strikeout. So, we got a 48. And that is hit in the air to center. Kirby Puckett, 2 down. And now K-line. Phillips still at first. Caught the stretch and the delivery is a 27. Hit in the air to center. Puckett one more time. Takes it for out number 3. So the Tigers don't score in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Tigers 7, Twins 6. Max Scherzer one more time. Facing Mauer, Puckett, and Killebrew. Bunning and Hiller throwing in the Tiger bullpen for Sparky. Mauer 1 for 3. The pitch is a 74. Ground ball toward right field. Whitaker with a range of 3. We add that to the 5. He makes a nice play to his left. He plants. He throws to Cabrera, and there's one gone in the 7th. Tiger fans are into it now. Scherzer looks like he's in control. Puckett at the plate, 2 for 3. The pitch from Scherzer. Walk 7, he walks him. He walked Kirby Puckett. Killebrew up. Here comes Sparky. That's it for Scherzer. He wants Bunning to face Harmon Killebrew. So Bunning is on. Scherzer is in line for the victory should the Tigers hold on, but they have a long way to go. Hiller continues to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Killebrew at the plate, 1 out, 1 on. Tiger defense at double play depth. The pitch to the killer. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone now. Herbeck up. 2 for 3 and a bomb of his own on the day. Bunning the stretch, and the delivery is to center and deep. Back goes Gibson. Guess what? It is 8-7 Twins. Yikes. Herbeck with his 2nd bomb on the day. He's got 4 ribbies. Bunning gags up the lead. So forget what I said about Scherzer getting the win. Bunning is now on the hook for the loss. It's 8-7 Twins. We got a classic going on. Wake the kids, phone the neighbors. Morneau 0 for 2. Bunning's pitch. Hey, struck him out, and that's going to end the inning. But Herbeck. That's why I put the killer in left. So, after 6.5, it's time to stretch him out at Tiger Stadium on Michigan and Trumbull. But the Tiger fans are not happy. Twins lead 8-7. And I need a minute to collect myself. So Kelly is going to go to Aguilera for the 7th inning. 8-7 Twins. Cabrera, Fielder, and Gibson. Righty, lefty. Aguilera winds and deals. A 67 is a walk 7. No. That will be a comebacker gloved by Aguilera. He takes a couple steps toward Herbie and flips him the ball for out number 1. Sparky setting up the vaping materials in his dugout. Cecil Fielder's 0 for 2. Aguilera the deals, and it's not going to be gone. It is not going to be gone. It's a 14. Ground ball hit toward first. Gloving it is Herbeck, taking it himself. There's 2 gone. Ooh, if I'd left Cott in there, Fielder would have gone deep. Gibson up now. The hero for the Tigers so far, 2 for 3 with a granny. Nobody on. The pitch from Aguilera is a 36, single to right, maybe, and it is. A base hit for Gibson. He's going to drive the whole Tiger team home after the game. Freehand up, 1 for 3. Aguilera the stretch, and the delivery is an 86. And it's the home field advantage roll on an 86. That's going to be a single for Freehand. Stopping at second is Gibson. There's 2 on now against Aguilera. Fryman is due. And here comes Tom Kelly for a visit to the mound. Sparky's making a move. Kelly returns to the dugout. Sparky sends up Dick McAuliffe to pinch hit for Travis Fryman. Now Guardado is ready in the bullpen for Minnesota. And Whitaker is on deck, so they're going to go to Everyday Eddie at this point. So Aguilera goes 2/3 of an inning. And it's Guardado coming on to face the left-handed hitting McAuliffe. So the wheels are turning in both dugouts. Joe Nathan is starting to throw in the Twins bullpen along with Dave Goltz. All right, so now the question is Sparky going to go to a right-handed pinch hitter for McAuliffe? And no, he's not gonna. He's gonna stick with McAuliffe. So it's Guardado against McAuliffe. 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 7th, tying run at second base in Kirk Gibson. The pitch to McAuliffe is a 54. That is strike 3, swinging on some broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. That will close the 7th. And we go to the 8th with the score. Twins 8, Tigers 7. Bunning is done. Sparky is going to run out of vaping materials before Bunning gets done giving up long ones to Herbie. So it's going to be John Hiller taking over for Detroit in the top of the 8th. Now in the Tiger bullpen now, it's Willie Hernandez and Aurelio Lopez starting to throw. For Sparky, in the meantime, he's got Oliva, Gaetti, and Smalley for Hiller to face in the 8th. Now the Twins, for their part, would love some insurance, or as they say in Illinois, insurance. So, but the thing of it is I can't pinch hit for Tony Oliva. I can't bring myself to do it. I know it's a lefty-lefty matchup. I get it. Put the gun down. I get it. But it's going to be Tony O. Hiller's pitch to him is a 34, single to center 4, and it's not going to be a single to center with the 2 from Hiller's card, so and I'm misplacing my charts. Nothing makes me cranky. Here we go. 34 is cut off by Whitaker, heading up the middle. He gloves it, he plants, he throws to Cabrera, and that retires Oliva to start the 8th. Now it's Gaetti. Gary is 1 for 3. Pitch from Hiller is a 47. Did it hit him? No, it did not. Tapper in front of the plate, pounced on by Freehand. He fires to Cabrera, and there's two gone in the Twins' 8th. And here's Roy Smalley. Hiller winds and deals. It's a 34, single to center. No. It is cut off again by Whitaker. He plants, he throws to Cabrera, and that retires the Twins 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. Pumps up the crowd a little bit, and we go to the bottom of the 8th with the Twins leading the Tigers 8-7. Kent Herbeck has been all that in a bag of chips. Now, we have a very interesting dilemma for the Twins, and that is it time for a defensive replacement for the killer? Let's see what we got here. We got Torrey Hunter, who can't play left. We got Cesar Tovar, who can and is good at it. And Bobby Allison, who's okay but can't throw. So, not Bobby Allison, Bob Allison. Nobody's driving a car at Michigan and Trumbull. All right, so we're going to leave the killer in for now. It's Joe Nathan and Dave Goltz in the Twins bullpen. Bottom of the 8th, it's going to be Whitaker, Phillips, and Trammell. The Tigers are looking for any old kind of a run to tie this game. Everyday Eddie is on the hill. The pitch to Whitaker is a 56. Hey, struck him out. Number 2 for Everyday Eddie. And now it's Phillips. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. There's so much smoke coming from Sparky's vaping that the Tiger bench is coughing uncontrollably. Here's Phillips. 3 for 4. 34, single to center, maybe cut off by Carew. Look at this play. He throws to Herbeck, and that retires Phillips for 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Trammell. 1 for 4. The pitch from Guardado, single to left, base hit. Trammell is the tying run at first. And here comes TK. He wants Joe Nathan, and he wants him right now. So Nathan's going to try for a 4-out save. Guardado goes an inning, gives up a hit, and strikes out 2 men. So that's it for him. Here comes Nathan. Hard thrower. K-line up 1 for 4 for K-line. There are 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Trammell is at first. Nathan the stretch and the delivery to K-line. Line drive toward left field. That will be caught out of the air by Kirby Puckett. That'll close out the 8th for the Tigers. Puckett cuts over into left center and makes the catch. We're going to the 9th. With your score, Twins 8, Tigers 7. Hiller back out after a dominant 8th, and Lopez and Hernandez are ready in the Tiger bullpen if Sparky needs them. Top of the order for the Twins, Carew, Mauer, and Puckett, lefty, lefty, righty. 8-7, Twins, top of the 9th. The pitch to Rodney is a 46. Walk chance. He walks him. That'll do it. Here comes Sparky, and he wants Willie Hernandez to face Mauer. Hiller's done after an inning plus. And it's Willie and his screwball. Top of the 9th. Mauer at the plate. All right, here comes Mauer. The pitch from Hernandez is a 42. That could be trouble, but it's only a 3, so it's not gonna be. It's gonna be caught by Gibson. Holding at first is Carew. And here comes Puckett. Now they could go to Senior Smoke here. They're not gonna. Carew at first, 1 out. The pitch to Puckett from Hernandez is a 44, and it's to left and deep. This is going to be gone. A home run for Puckett. Driving in Carew ahead of him, Kirby Puckett gives the Twins a 3-run cushion. It's 10-7 Twins in the 9th. Day late and $1 short. Here comes Sparky. He wants Lopez, but it's a little late. So Lopez will face Killebrew. 10-7 Twins. Top of the 9th. Killebrew with the granny in the first. The pitch from Lopez is a 43. That's going to be grounded to McAuliffe at third. He's up with it, and he throws to Cabrera for out number 2. And now it's Herbeck. 3 for 4, 2 homers, 4 ribbies, 2 runs scored, and he's warming up the bus to drive back to the hotel after the game. Lopez, the pitch to Herbeck is an 85. And he lines it right at Cabrera, and that will end the 9th inning. But a 2-run bomb by Puckett extends the Twins' lead to 10-7, going to the bottom of the 9th. Nathan out to try and finish his 4-out save. He will face Cabrera, Fielder, and Gibson unless I go to the bench. Before that happens, we are getting our defensive replacement for the killer, and it's going to be Cesar Tovar to take over in left field. So Tovar is in for Killebrew. A lot of moves in this game. A lot of strategy, a lot of runs. 10-7 Twins in a classic. Cabrera, Fielder, and Gibson. Pitch to Miguel Cabrera from Joe Nathan. 64 is a walk chance, but that's too high. So instead, it's hit in the air to right field. Under it is Tony Oliva, and that's out number 1. Now Sparky's thinking to himself, do I really want Fielder to hit here? He's going to let him hit. Cash is on the bench, but he's going to let Fielder go. Cecil 0 for 3. The pitch from Nathan. 65 is a walk chance. No. Ground ball hit to third. That is Gaetti. He's up with it to his left and fires to Herbeck for out number 2. 10-7 Twins, bottom of the 9th. Last chance saloon is Kirk Gibson, who's 3 for 4 with a granny. Nathan, the stretch, the delivery, and we've got, of course, a crazy play because why not? Base is empty. We roll a 6. Fly ball to right. Chance for Tony Oliva. All right, so we got to look up Oliva's fielding rating. He's a 4. He makes the catch and the ball game is over. Tony O comes through with a fielding gem to end the ball game, and the Twins move on. The Tigers go home. Let's give you the totals for our first round one-and-done play ball game. Wow, this was a game. For the victorious Twins, 10 runs, 11 hits, and they committed no errors. The Tigers, 7 runs, a valiant comeback. They even took the lead in the 5th on 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits. And they committed no errors. The winning pitcher in this ball game, is Cott. The save goes to Joe Nathan, and the loser is Jim Bunning, who came in and gave up a 2-run bomb to Herbeck and the lead. Wow. I gotta catch my breath. Great game. Playball baseball. Check it out. Look at the link in the description for the video. Lots more of my one-and-done tournament coming soon. Thanks for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and check out my Twitter. Kurt Berglund 14 is my Twitter handle. I'll put that in the description. And how about a plug for the Universal Baseball Association Lounge on Facebook? I post all my stuff there as well. Have a wonderful day, everybody. So long, everybody.